Here's another update, and I don't know why everyone's talking about this. If I've already said it, it's not any surprise. You don't need a Samsung or an Apple or a OnePlus or a Google Pixel announcement, anything like that for those phones and for any of those companies. You already know what it was all about. It's Apple started it. But before we get to it, since I have it on this video, we can just explain it. So this is the trifold. The serious of what happened to this phone, you know how it has two hinges, opens up, where you have to unfold it twice. This is not the Fold 7. This is the trifold one, which I don't know why they even picked that name, but I knew that it was going to come out in 2026 years ago. So we're just going to basically do a rundown. And we're going to go to Apple in a second. But since I have this open, they're going to come out with a Fold 8, and supposedly it's going to be, this is like just the unofficial name, right? It's called the Fold 8 Wide, and there's going to be another variant. It's going to be the Fold 8, but it's going to be the exact same thing as the Fold 7, right? With it's a long body, but narrow width. And with this one, it's a trifold, where they're going to make the Fold 8 Wide, which is going to be shorter. So you see that pinhole up there? Keep in mind, look where my camera's going. It's going to go down to about here. And then it's not going to be as wide, obviously, because it's opened 3 times, but it's going to be about a quarter of an inch, or about a half an inch wider from the Fold 7. So it's going to be, but you're going to lose about, I would say, 3/4 from the top and about a half an inch longer or wider. So that's going to be the dimensions. So it'll probably be about right around here. And you probably, well, if I can get it angled right, so about that much. And it's going to make a heck of a world difference, because that's what people use. If you just look up aspect ratio and just put 4:3 versus, I think it's 19:8. So, you know, Apple is really the whole entire movement for this design, even though we had the Microsoft Surface Duo in 21 and 23, we had the Google Pixel Fold, the first one, 2023, that had this sort of a 4:3 concept, right? Where it's wider but shorter. And when you first had that design, there was a lot of problems with the first one, because the Google Pixel, well, the Microsoft Duo didn't have a cover screen, but you'll look at that. But what's common with this, the new version, is it's gonna be about a quarter of an inch wider, and so that's gonna help. If you look at the Google Pixel in 2023, the main screen, a lot of people like that because it was 3 inches, so it was like 2.8. So 2.89, somewhere around there, 2.87, the screen. So that was fine. But then when they open it up, the bezel, right? And I don't have I'm not going to keep popping up things here, but just for the video purposes. But you see the black bars? Well, it was about at least, here it would probably be maybe triple this size, and probably twice as much as from this to up here. If you can imagine that this was at least 3 times thicker. And so it kind of just made it look, the way it's in 2023, the way it is from then to now. If you saw the Fold 7, just the bezels, and even this phone here, look how long they can, and this will be the new Apple Fold with the bezels. They're going to keep it not, very thin bezel, a lot more screen on it. So, you can go from a 6.3 to possibly, or I mean a 7.3 to possibly a 7.2, 7.3 to a 7.6, 7.8 maybe. I know Samsung will probably go around that area as well. And the reason why is because if you look at it, Samsung's been doing this for this year, or this summer will be 8 years of just doing this, making the screen thinner, lighter. You've seen it, 8 years, you're going to get something special. And that will be coming out. And that's going to be the Fold Wide. And the reason why they're doing it on that is a lot of people, when they see it, for example, 3 reasons. the cover screen. When you see the cover screen, and even if you look at the Google Pixel 9 Pro and then 10, I think they messed up. I think they should have just refined that passport shape style that they had on the 2023, made it like this and open it so it'll add, even if it's half an inch, that's how much it was taken out, because of bezels, just of black bars. So of course, if they did it 3 years and they probably would have already achieved this Google Pixel, they would have achieved this in Galaxy 10 Pro Fold. But they went ahead and did what Samsung did and what OnePlus Open did, and did it more of the candy bar style, right? The really tall but narrow design. And if you look at, that's what I was last week, that's what I was there doing that all day, was looking at the Pixel 9 and then the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. And yes, on the dimensions is wider, but the screen itself, it's as narrow as the Fold 7. And the reason why is because on the 10 and on the 9 for the Google Pixel, their bezels and the dimensions, the frame here, are at least a millimeter wider on both sides. So 2 millimeters, one on each side. And that's what really, it's just same problem, it's the same issue. They don't have an XL Fold yet. And with the passport style type that Apple Fold is going to come out, but you probably won't see it for at least another, 7 months? And that's closest, right? That's closest time frame. And maybe Samsung in 6 months, and that will be their closest time frame also. But the reason why a lot of people are going to be jumping on the Folds wide versus Apple's Fold is because the pricing, obviously,